friends, how are you? In this video, we'll discuss about derivative using SymPy. This is our second video on this particular topic. So here we'll discuss about the product and the quotient rule, the chain rule, the trigonometric function, derivative of tangent function, okay, derivative of inverse trigonometric function, implicit function, and hyperbolic function. So we will see the implementation using SymPy of all these concepts. So first one is what? The product of quotient rule. So already you know dy dx, fx into gx is nothing but fx into dy dx, gx plus gx into dy dx fx. So if we apply multiplication and for division, dy dx fx by gx is equal to gx into dy dx fx minus fx into dy dx dx by g square x. Now how to implement it? So we can implement this like this way. So from SymPy import asterisk, we have to import SymPy, and here we have to define x is equal to symbol, and f and g both are the function. Okay, f and g both are function. Here fx into gx, we have to implement this one. So product of this function fx and gx, and we have to differentiate with respect to x. So we can see the result. So the result is what? Fx into d by dx. Now we have seen this one. So this is just nothing but this same as this one. Okay, so fx into dy dx dx plus gx into dy dx fx. Similarly, we can implement the quotient rule. Okay, so this is what fx by gx, fx implement fx by dx, so differentiate fx by dx with respect to x, and we can see the result. So we can see this particular result. So dy dx fx by gx minus fx into dy dx dx by g square x. So it is in this particular form. So both are same thing. Okay, now if you simplify it, we can get this particular form. Okay, are you getting this one? Now this is what our differentiate multiplication product of this particular function, differentiate with respect to x only. So here if you use double derivative, we have to put right comma 2. Now if you execute it, now this is what our second derivative of the product rule, fx into gx. So this is what d2y by dx square of this particular multiplication of these two functions. Similarly, we can implement the quotient rule for the second derivative. So you can see the result. So if it is a 2, and if we can execute it, now you can see this is the result. Okay, and we can exit. Now we can see some example. Let we have a function y is equal to 4x to the power cube plus 6 into e to the power x. So here we have to apply, we want to identify dy by dx. Are you getting this one? So how I can get this one? So you can execute it like, so if you execute these two, these are the lines to you have to execute. So x and y both are the symbol, and it is 4 into x to the power cube. So 4 into x to the power cube plus 6x, you can see here plus 6x into, okay, into e to the power x. So this is nothing but our e to the power x. So we have to differentiate y with respect to x, and we have to see the result. So this is what our result. Okay, you can check. This is what our dy dx of this particular function, this one. So using SymPy easily we can get it. Now we can see another example. Say y is equal to fx to the power cube plus 7 by x to the power 4 plus 2x square. Then we have to identify dy dx. So this is the answer of dy dx. You can see this is the answer of dy dx. So to do this one, you have to execute these lines. So you can take it and you can paste it, and you can see the result. So x and y both are the symbols, and y is equal to fx to the power cube plus 7 divided by, this is what division, x to the power 4, you can see x to the power 4 plus 2x square plus 2x square, and we can execute it. Now if you execute it, you can see the result. So this is the result. Okay, so here in this way we can implement the rule. Okay, next we can see one simple example. When an electric current passes through two resistors with resistance R1 and R, so it should be the R2, okay, connected in parallel, then 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, where R is the combined resistance. Find the rate at which the combined resistance change with respect to change in R1 and R1, where R2 is constant. So definitely we have to identify d capital R by dr1. So here you can see how to implement this one, this particular problem. So we can see, so here from SymPy import asterisk, so already know R, capital R, R1, Y, both all are symbol, where R2 is a constant. So we have to define, so here it is defined, so where R2 is the constant we have to define. Are you getting this one? And we have to differentiate Y with respect to R1. So we have to differentiate with respect to R1 and you can see the result. So this is the result. Okay, so this is what d capital R by dr1. So differentiate this expression with respect to R1. Are you getting this one? Next, we see the chain rule. The to differentiate composite function, say this is what our composite function. So d by dx f gx is equal to dr by dgx. Okay, so you can remove this one. So d by dgx f into gx into d by dx gx. Are you getting this one? So we can see the result. So to implement this, we can have to execute these lines. You can see. So from SymPy import asterisk x is equal to symbol and f and g both are the function. So how to now see? We have to this gx is the this is what inside function and if inside f gx is there, so f is the outside function. Okay, and we have to differentiate this whole things with respect to x, and we can see the result. So this is, we can see the result d by dgx f gx into d by dx gx. So differentiate the outside function with respect to inside function and differentiate inside function with respect to x. Okay. So the rate of change of composite function is equal to rate of change of outside function into rate of change of inside function. Okay. So this is the rate of change of outside function into rate of change of inside function. So we can see one simple example. Say y is equal to x to the power cube plus 2 to the power 99. Then we have to identify dy by dx. Okay, so here you have to apply the chain rule. So how to implement this one? You can see the simple implementation. Now here you can see x and y both are symbol and y is equal to x to the power cube plus 2 to the power 99. So you can see here it is 2 to the power 99, and we have to calculate the dy dx. We have to differentiate y with respect to x, and we can see the result. So this is what the differentiation of this particular expression. Next, we can see one complete example. Say y is equal to square root of 1 plus e to the power square root of 1 plus x to the power 4. So how to, so here the chain rule is needed for 4 times. Here we have to implement chain rule 4 times. So but if you use SymPy, easily we can get it. So you can see here x and y both are the symbol, and y is equal to 1 plus e to the power, we can see 1 plus x to the power 4, and that should be the whole square root and the whole square root. So in this way, we can implement this particular expression, and we have to differentiate y with respect to x, and we can see the result. And the result is, this is the result. Okay, so this is what the differentiation. So easily you can implement the chain rule using the SymPy. Now see one simple example. Let you invest $i in a bank account where R percentage is the interest rate. After y years, total money is Tm is equal to I into 1 plus R by 100 to the power y. Now calculate dTm by dy where I and R are constant. So you just see how to implement this one. So to do this one, you can see here. So Tm and y both are symbol, and I and R, these are the constant. And we have to implement this one. So Tm is equal to I into 1 plus R by 100 to the power y. And we have to differentiate this particular expression Tm with respect to y. And we can see the result. So this is the result. Okay, we have got. Next, we see the trigonometric function. We can see the trigonometric function and derivative of tangent function. Okay, so y is equal to cos x, then dy dx is what? Minus sin x. Similarly, z is equal to sin x, then dy. So dz by dx is equal to cos x. So how to do this one? You can see this one. So this is what trigonometric function and the derivative of the tangent function. So x by z all are the symbol. Y is equal to cos x and z is equal to sin x. So expr1 is equal to y, differentiate y with respect to x, and expr2 is equal to differentiate z with respect to x, and we can see the result. So if you see expression 1, we can see the answer is what? Minus sin x, and if you see expression 2, this is what? Our cos x. So expr1 hold the differentiation of cos x, that is minus sin x, and exp2 holds the differentiation of sin x, which is the cos x. Okay, so easily we can do it. Similarly, we can see y is equal to tan x, then dy dx is equal to what? 1 by cos square x. And if z is equal to sec x, then dy dx is what? So you can see it should not be dy, it should be the dz. Okay, because dz by dx is what? It is tan x into sec x. So we can see the implementation. So how we can implement it? Now we can check it. See here, x, y, z all are the symbols. So y is equal to tan x and z is equal to sec x. So exp and y, so differentiate y with respect to x. That means what? Differentiate tan x. Here we will differentiate sec x, and you can see the result. So if you see expr1, this is what our tan square x plus 1. Okay, so differentiate tan x square x. So we can see the answer. If you apply simplify in expr1, we can see the result. So it is what? 1 by cos square x. Okay, or nothing but sec square x. Similarly, if it is a zx, okay, so you can see the expression 2. So if it is expression 2, that means what? It is differentiation of sec x. Okay, so z, differentiate z with respect to x means what? Differentiate sec x, and the answer is what? Tan x into sec x. You can get. Now we can see one more example. Say y is equal to 2 sine 4x. So then we have to identify dy dx. Okay, similarly y is equal to sine square x. Then we have to identify dy dx. So how to do this one, and you can see the results. So you just execute these lines. So x, y, z all are the symbols, and y is equal to what? 2 into sine 4x. So you can see 2 into sine 4x. And what about the z? Z is equal to sine square x. Okay, sine square x. And we can see the result. So if you write expression, execute expression 1, so it is what? 8 cos 4x. So this is what? The differentiation of 2 sine 4x is nothing but 8 cos 4x. Similarly, differentiation of sine square x. Okay, so that the result is in expression 2. So it is 2 sin x cos x. So sine square x is nothing but 2 sin x cos x. Are you getting this one? Now we can see another more complicated example. Suppose y is equal to 1 plus tan square x by 1 plus tan x square. If this is the case, what is the dy dx? And if z is equal to cot 1 minus x square, then identify the dz by dx. Okay, so it will be better if you write in second line. So y is equal to this one and z is equal to this one. So we have to identify dy dx and dz dx. So easily we can implement it. So we can see here x, y, z, all are symbols. Y is equal to 1 plus tan square x by 1 plus tan x square. And what is z? Z is equal to cot 1 minus x square. And we can see the result. So there is a problem. Instead of here, it should be minus, and we can see the result. So it is expression 1, and this is what? Expression 2. So you can see this is expression 1. This is nothing but our differentiation with respect to x of this particular expression. And this is what? Expression 2 is what? Differentiate this one with respect to x, and the answer is this one. So easily you can get it. Next we can see derivative of inverse trigonometric function. So y1 is equal to arc tan x, and y2 is equal to arc sin x, and y3 is equal to arc cos x. Now we see the result one by one. So x, y1, y2, y3 all are the symbol. Y1 is equal to differentiate a sin x with respect to x. Y2 is what? A cos x with respect to x. And y3 is what? A tan x with respect to x. And you can see the result. So if you write y1, y2, and y3, you can get all the results. So y1 is this one. Okay. Y2 is this one. And y3 is this one. So for y1 is what? A sin x. So a sin x, the answer is what? 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. And this is what? Differentiation a cos x with respect to x. And this is what? Differentiate a tan x with respect to x. Next, we can see how to implement the implicit function. Say suppose x square plus y square plus 2 is there. So we have to identify dy by dx. So how to do this one? So it's a very simple way to implement. So first of all, you have to import the SymPy. So already you have imported x and y, all are the symbol. Expression is equal to I. So here you have to write I diff to implement the implicit function. So x square y square minus 2. This is what our expression. We have. This is what our expression. Comma y comma x. So if you write y first, so you can execute it and you can see the result. So this is minus x by y. So minus x by y. So for if it is y first and then that means what we want to implement dy by dx. Are you getting? So dy dx is what? Minus x by y. So but if you write x first then y second, that means what we want to implement dx by dy, and we can see the result. So we can execute it and the answer is minus y by x. So here x y comma x means what? Dy implement, we want to implement dy by dx. Here x comma y means what? We want to implement dx by dy. Are you getting? Now you can see one more example. Suppose sin xy minus 2x minus 10 is equal to 0. We want to implement dy by dx. So it's a very simple. We can implement it. Now here from SymPy import asterisk. So xy both are the symbol and expression is what I differentiate because we want to implement the implicit function. Okay, and sin xy, you can see sin xy minus 2x minus 10, and we want dy by dx. So we can see the result. So we can see the output. So here the minus sign will be like this because I am copying it from the Word file, and you can see you can execute it. Okay, so this is the answer. So this is what this is what the differentiation of this particular equation. So here we have implement is the it's the implicit function. Next we can see hyperbolic function. So we can see here you can see, so if y1 is equal to sin hx and y2 is equal to cos hx and y3 is equal to tan hx, then dy1 by dx is what? Cos hx, and dy2 by dx is what? Sin hx, and dy3 by dx is what? 1 by cos h square x, and we can easily get it. So first of all, so x, y1, y2, y3 all are the symbol. Y1 is differentiate sin hx with respect to x, y2 is what? Differentiate cos hx with respect to x, and y3 is differentiate tan hx with respect to x. So we just see the result one by one. So this is what y1 is what? This is what differentiation sin hx. What is y2? This is what differentiation of cos hx, and what is y3? So y3 is what? Differentiate of tan hx. Okay. So if you apply simplify y2, you can get in another form. So you can see here. So it is 1 by cos h square x. That's the same thing. Similarly, you can see one more example. Say y is equal to t by w cos hx w by x t. So we have to calculate d2y by dx square. So how to get this one? So easily we can calculate it. So x comma y comma t comma w all are the symbol, and y is equal to t by w into cos hx into w into x by t. And here we need the second derivative. So here we have to write w. So we have to differentiate y with respect to x, and here we have to apply second derivative. So we have to simplify it and we can get the result. So this is the result. So in this way you can implement the derivative using simplify. Okay, and that is the end of this